Here's what you need to know to start your day. It is day 3 of the impeachment hearings, which have started in the nation's capital. Let's listen in on a portion of this hearing.
We had not completed all of the agenda items, and we still had time for the meeting, and Ambassador Bolton abruptly ended the meeting.
Did you report this incident to the National Security Council lawyers?
Yes, I did.
Based on Ambassador Sondland's remark at the July 10th meeting, was it your clear understanding that the Ukrainians understood they had to commit to investigations President Trump wanted in order to get the White House meeting?
It may have not been entirely clear at that moment. Certainly, Ambassador Sondland was calling for these meetings, and he had stated that this was developed per a conversation with the Chief of Staff, Mr. Mick Mulvaney, but the connection to the President wasn't clear at that point.
But the import of what Ambassador Sondland said during that meeting was that there was an agreement.
And this portion of the hearing, you've been listening to Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vidman. He is a White House aide, and he said that he recognizes that what he's doing by testifying this morning before Congress would not be tolerated in many other countries, given his position within the administration. These hearings will continue throughout the morning. You can watch live on CBS 12 and, of course, national network coverage continuing at 7 a.m. Back here at home, people in the North State are preparing for yet another round of PG&E blackouts, and now we know that 303,000 people in 25 counties will be impacted. More than 14,000 of you in Butte County, 22,000 in Shasta, and 9,500 in Tehama County. The utility says the shutoff should last until Thursday. The Chico City Council will hold a public hearing today to discuss the move to district-based elections. That meeting starts tonight at 6 o'clock in the City Council chambers. The Assistant City Attorney and the City Manager will give a presentation about the districting process and options available to the city. Also at tonight's meeting, the City Council will consider a plan to allow commercial cannabis shops. The proposed ordinance would make sure that locations are restricted and no shops would be placed near schools. The proposal would allow no more than one store for every 25,000 people in Chico. Police in Fresno are on the hunt this morning for 2 gunmen who opened fire after a football watch party, killing 4 people. Police say about 30 members of a Hmong family were at that party, including women and children who were inside the home during the attack. Investigators say some of the victims had been involved in a disturbance earlier in the week. Investigators are now working to figure out if the 2 incidents are connected or if the shooting was gang-related. Prosecutors in Contra Costa County are not going to file charges against 5 men suspected in a deadly Halloween night party shooting. Police arrested 4 men Thursday for the murders of 5 people. The Contra Costa District Attorney said the office could not meet the standard for filing charges by Monday's deadline and had to release those individuals. However, charges can be filed later. California is suing e-cigarette company Juul. The state claims Juul targeted young people in its advertising, failed to include required warnings, and did not properly verify customer ages. The Centers for Disease Control says 42 people have died and more than 2,000 have become sick from vaping.